Finally, Dodge is launching a new product after years, and I'm going to show you around this vehicle. Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. In this video, I have the 2023 Dodge Hornet GT Plus, priced at $40,000. I'm going to show you around this vehicle, show you the various features, take it on a drive, and give you guys my final verdict. But let's go ahead and get into this video. You know what? Let's try remote start. Lock the doors. I think it's a little camera shot, but let's go ahead and get into this review, shall we? Let's go. Looking on the outside of the 2023 Dodge Hornet, this is your key fob right here. You do have lock, unlock, as well as a trunk release, a remote start function, and a pairing button right there. Dodge is inscripted on the back of the key fob. Now, as equipped, this vehicle is $40,460. It is dressed in a Gray Cray exterior for $495. This does also have the GT pack or GT Blacktop and track pack for $3,990. I will show you a couple of differences as we go around the exterior and interior. But looking at the front end design, you can see definitely does remind me of a Charger from the front end. Very aggressive front. You do have the air vents right there inside of the hoods, and a sporty front diffuser right there, which is so aggressive and is blacked out. But you do have full LED headlights. You can see right there your turn signals. This will also double as your LED daytime running lights, LED low and high beams right there. This does have the full suite of driver assist technology, which we will try out on the road. It does have the two-stripe Dodge logo right there. Also with this GT Blacktop pack comes with these wheels right here, which are a 20-inch wheel with a Abyss finish wrapped in 235 with all-season tires, as well as red brake calipers. Got the Hornet badging. I don't want to get stung. You have Blacktop mirror caps right there, which are power folding with blind spot information. Keyless entry for the front door handles. Now, shockingly, at $40,000, I do wish that this Hornet did have a panorama sunroof, but I'm sure the hybrid version, which will come at a later date, should hopefully have that feature. Here's a quick look at the window sticker right here. $40,460. I will put all information in the description below. But coming around to the rear of the Hornet, you can see you do have full LED tail lights with your LED turn signals right there and LED reverse lights in the middle right there above the GT badging. Do also like that the badging is blacked out in the rear. You can see you do have the Dodge logo right here, which is actually illuminated as well. Parking sensors towards the bottom of the bumper with a hidden exhaust tip. Get a 3/4 view for you guys. Now, honestly, the rear is kind of reminding me of a Aston Martin DBX, which honestly isn't a bad thing. Got your reverse camera right there. Let me show you guys the trunk capacity. Opening the tailgate, you will find 27 cubic feet of space. You do have some illumination over here on this side as well as that side, some tie downs for your cargo, as well as a 12-volt charger. The seats do fold down in a 60/40 fashion with a pass-through right there. A little more storage down below with a fix-a-flat kit. You also do have a cover right here to hide your cargo. The tailgate is powered, so you can basically hit this button to close the tailgate, as well as hit this button to lock the doors and close the tailgate. Let me show you guys under the hood of the Hornet. Throw this key in here too. Hood release is right here. I like it at the release literally right here by the Dodge logo. It's so cool. But looking under the hood of the Hornet, this has a 2.0 turbo 4-cylinder, makes 268 horsepower with 295 pound-foot of torque. Does go through a 9-speed automatic transmission on all 4 wheels. You will get 21 in the city, 29 on the highway, and 24 combined. Vehicle weight is 3,715 pounds as this one is equipped. A hybrid version will also be available at a later date. Let me show you guys the interior of the Hornet. 3/4 view, boom. Sitting in the back seats with the seat adjusted a little bit further back than my 5'6" frame would suggest. I have literally about 4 inches of legroom when I have it adjusted in the right way. As far as headroom goes, I have about 2.5 inches of headroom, which is pretty good. Up top, you do also have LED illumination. I'm still bummed out about the sunroof situation. But here's a quick look to the front cabin. You have your window controls over here on this side. Interiors right here are soft touch, right where your hands will be. You do have a USB-A port right there, as well as a USB-C port, both just for charging. Air vents right there. With a little bit of storage on both sides. Inner center console right here, with 2 cup holders, and your pass-through is right here to the cargo area in the back. Do like the Alcantara finish right there with the red inside of the seats. Looks so cool. But let's go and hit the driver's seat of the Hornet, where all the action happens. Looking at the door panels, you do have 3-person memory seats right here. Lock and unlock functions. You can see the 14-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. Looks so cool. We'll definitely try an audio test once we get inside. Window controls are right here. You got power folding mirrors. All materials right here are soft touch. It's a little bit harder up top, and then plastic down below. Hornet aluminum sills right here. Forward lumbar support, power back, bottom support. Your hood releases down below with your light controls right here, and a trunk release with cluster illumination. A manual tilt and telescoping steering column. Stepping inside of the Hornet, first thing you do notice in front of you is this digital display, which is a 12.3-inch display, which does provide a lot of information. You basically use this button right here to configure and control the various different menu settings. So right now we have it on this main navigation view. You can go miles per gallon view right there, driver assist, messages, and you can just have your speedo right there, and you can go right back to navigation. It does provide a lot of information. It's very clear and crisp, and I do like the graphics. Look a little bit more at the steering wheel. This is a 3-spoke steering wheel. It is heated and perforated. You can't see over here. It's how you configure everything for your central display right here for the cluster. You have voice command functions with your volume up and down right here on this side. And on this side of the steering wheel is how you configure and control all your driver assist technology for the adaptive cruise control, which we will try on the road. You also have a sport mode which you can turn on and off with the flick of a button. Looking at this stalk right here, you push the end of the stalk for your lane keeping assist on or off, with your light controls over here on this side, and then your wiper controls are over here on this side of the stalk. But look a little bit more at the infotainment. Going to your home page right here, you have your media functions. So this does have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. So I do want to start out with a quick Apple CarPlay test. We will try out the 14-speaker Harman Kardon sound system right now.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time.
As you can see, the 14-speaker Harman Kardon sound system is very clear and crisp, as well as has great bass and sound quality, and I'll say it's definitely above certain vehicles in the segment. Looking a little bit more at the infotainment, you can see your home page right there. You have your comfort page right there, so you can also double up your climate controls. So you do have 3-stage heated front seats, as well as a single-stage heated steering wheel right there. You can control the air vents right here. A couple of hard buttons down below, which I will show you guys. Navigation. So we'll start out with a quick navigation test, see how good that is. I'm liking the feedback and response for this new Uconnect 5. This is a 10.25-inch display. It's very quick and snappy. Definitely better than the old screen or Uconnect that they did have. But we can see right there, navigation is very easy to use. Picks up address just fine, and you just go ahead and drive when you're ready. I showed you guys the Apple CarPlay already. Now it does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Over here, you do have your vehicle settings right here. You go to your My Car page right here. It'll basically show you a whole overview. Drive mode Explorer right there, and this is where you change your drive mode. So you basically have auto mode, which is your preset normal mode, and then you have a sport mode right there for more spirited driving. Trip information, performances right there for your performance pages. So you have your PSI as well as your torque over here on this side. Consumption as well as accessory gauges, so your oil temp, trans temp, and your battery temp right there. your controls right here for your screen, as well as your reverse camera. Other settings right here to control the display, as well as profiles, your driver assist technology, so you can configure everything for your automatic emergency braking, your lane change, traffic signs, so let you know the speed limit in your area, the intelligent cruise control, blind spot assist, and your rear sensors in the back. You have some more settings right there, which you can also configure. And you pull this down right here to pull up a couple of preset shortcut buttons right here, which you can configure. It'll also show you your heat right there for your seats, as well as steering wheel up top, your time and your media information. And all that is configurable. But looking further down, you can see you do have a dual zone climate control, which will also double right here inside of the display right here in front of you. So we activate that, you'll see your temperature and so on right there. With your defrost, your push button start is right here with a auto start stop defeat. 12-volt charge right there with a USB-A port and a USB-C port right there. You have a wireless phone charge. You can't see it's glowing blue because it's working, it's effective, and does a pretty good job of that. Looking down here, you do have your gear shifter, so we'll put it into reverse, where you do have a back camera with trajectory lines and parking sensors in the rear, all the way down to drive, and you do have manual mode over here. Volume mode right here for your media functions, or for your screen right here. You can turn up the volume and then push to mute. You can also push it again to turn off the screen. Parking brake right there. You can also deactivate the parking sensors in the back, and then you can turn off your electronic stability control right here. Two cupboards are pretty good size. You also have a glove box, which is also pretty good size, and the center console right here, which is kind of on the small side, but that's why you have all these other storage compartments right here. Do like how you do have the red stitching with the Alcantara seat finish right here, just a little bit of red, and then you have the Dodge badging right there on the headrest. So cool. Up top, you do have your telematic information for your SOS, LED illumination, auto dimming rearview mirror right there with a garage door opener up top in the visor. Those have LED illumination right here. But let's go and take the Hornet GT Plus for a drive and see how she does. Here behind the wheel of the 2023 Dodge Hornet. We are setting them out in automatic mode, which is basically a normal mode. But let's talk a little bit more about visibility out the front, rear, and sides. I can see very good over the hood, as well as out the side mirrors, and even out the back, which is also pretty good. You see right there, we'll give you a chime inside of the central display when you're at the speed limit or you go over that. You can also configure that inside of the display if you want that to make a noise, or you can have it off right there inside of the display. But we'll go ahead and turn that off. There we go. But just in city driving, you can't see the 9-speed automatic is smooth shifting, and is a pretty good partner with this 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. One thing I do wish that this Hornet did have was a analog like speedo and attack, because you can't really like gauge the RPMs that you do have inside of this screen right here. But I like the graphics and all the navigation views that you do have right here, so you can configure the screen right here. So I'm gonna have my speed right there, as well as messages, your driver assist right there, and a G-force meter for more spirited driving. I'll throw it into sport mode. Sport mode is on. And let me show you guys too, when you go to your My Car settings right here, you're gonna put up your performance displays, so it'll show you your pound-foot of torque as well as your PSI right there. We're gonna go ahead and turn on. Yeah. The first thing you do notice when you do put it into the sport mode is that the steering suspension tightens up and the throttle response is just a little bit more aggressive. And at 9 speed just changes gears like nobody's business. But I'm doing to try a quick acceleration. So we have stability off, sport mode. I'm gonna brake boost it. And that felt about the 6.5 second range. This thing at 3,700 pounds is actually not too bad at all. It has 295 pound-foot of torque on tap. And when you do brake boost, you can see right there the PSI was about 2 PSI when I let off. This thing is honestly more than enough power. But I will be excited to see what the hybrid powertrain does, which is coming at a later date. So that will be interesting. That torque though, you can really feel it. 295 pound-foot of it. I mean, just rolling on throttle just goes. Now let's say you weren't brake boosting it and you just did it from a dead stop. And the 9-speed automatic has such quick and snappy shifts. Wow. This thing has pretty good performance. I'm honestly impressed. It's not too bad on the back road either. One thing that I do like too with this Hornet is that you don't have a whole bunch of drive modes. You basically have automatic and then you have sport mode. And in a segment like this, that's honestly okay. Now speaking a little bit more about exterior design, I have to say I do like the way this Hornet does look. Now the back end does remind me of the Aston Martin DBX, which honestly I think is a compliment. I mean, this has such presence in the rear. And even the front, which basically looks like a more shrunken down version of a Charger in a SUV package. This is honestly a handsome looking vehicle. Front, rear, and even on the interior. This having the GT Blacktop pack and track pack really does spruce up the exterior. So you have 20-inch wheels with the red brake calipers, and that just looks a whole lot better. I was looking at a couple of other specs, different dealerships when I was going to review this vehicle, and a lot of them on the lot had the 18-inch wheels, but I specifically was looking for one with these 20-inch wheels, which fill out the design a whole lot better. It's weird though. I feel like Dodge is marketing this vehicle for more sportiness, and I'm not gonna lie, even on the back road they're pretty good. I was honestly impressed with it. The way the handling and everything was with the chassis feel and all that. So you got sport mode on. You see right there it says sport connected inside of the display. You got all your different gauges right here. This is really like a sporty ass vehicle. We do gotta try another acceleration once we get around this bend. So I mean, 0 to 60 feels about the 6.5 second range, and honestly, this is more than enough speed. And the way the 9-speed just downshifts is crazy. Alright, so let's try that. Oh, nice. We got a Camaro ZR1 convertible. The spry little SUV. This thing. Now this does have auto start stop, so you basically deactivate it right there. And for the life of me, this is my second time driving this vehicle, I couldn't get it to activate. So let's see if I turn off the sport mode. Sport mode off. Make sure auto start stop is activated. Let's see if I can get it to work again. Nope. It's still an engine, so. Oh well. I also like this tactile sound right here with the turn signal. Sounds so good. Like tuk, 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 tuk. Don't mind my tripod rattling down there. Also, besides your technical gauges, you have your accessory gauges, like I said in the walk around. So you got your oil temp, your trans temp, and your battery temp right there. Now, as far as seat comfort goes, this does have 3-stage heated front seats and a heated steering wheel. Seat comfort is pretty good. The seats do have a Alcantara finish with red accents, which I think looks so cool. There you go. See, auto start stop unavailable. All right, let's hit the highway. Let's go ahead and throw on the adaptive cruise control. See how good it is. So you have up to 4 following distance. You can also reduce it down to 1 using the camera up top, and honestly it's doing a pretty good job of that. So let's go all the way down to 1 following distance, and we're going to increase the speed a bit. Surprisingly, even for the segment, the cabin is pretty quiet at highway speeds. I'm honestly impressed. Despite this even having 20-inch wheels, which aesthetically looks better, you think you'll actually worsen the ride quality, but honestly, it's still impressive. processing power, even in normal mode, is pretty good. I have to say, this 9-speed automatic is a perfect partner with this 2.0 turbo. As we get a little bit closer to the dealership and take our exit, let's talk a little bit more about what I think about this Dodge Hornet. Now, a couple of things I do like is the technology in this Hornet. This 12.3-inch display with this 10.25-inch Uconnect infotainment. Oh, there we go. Okay. But so as I stated before, technology-wise, 12.3-inch cluster right here with this 10.5-inch Uconnect infotainment. It does provide a lot of information. I do like the graphics. I have to say it's way better than the old Uconnect that they did have in the older products. The response, everything, the feedback is great. You have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. The 14-speaker Harman sound system is amazing, has a lot of bass sound quality, and really just gives you a warm, inviting feeling when you do have the media on. One bummer that I do have is that it doesn't have a panoramic sunroof or a moonroof at that. And it's unfortunate I couldn't get the auto start stop to work, but this is probably one of the first Hornets to come out, so they'll probably perfect that by the time they get some more production versions in. But yeah, I like the package. I like the more sporty-esque feel and design that this vehicle does have. Definitely has a more sporty edge, and yeah, that's all I really have to say about this Hornet. Backseat legroom's pretty good. Trunk space at 27 cubic feet is good. You have put plenty of cargo back there. Yep, not too much to complain about with this Hornet. But this is going to wrap up my video. Please sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. This is Chris signing out. Peace.